Afternoon, folks. It's approaching 5:30 Monday afternoon, and we're back down the new water for part 7 of the Brolly blog. We're back in the same swim where it all kicked off in April. We plumbed for this swim because A, we've caught from here before, 2, it was available, and 3, it looked very, very carpy indeed. The wind's trickling into our swim, really, really nice. So yeah, there we go. There's 2, possibly 3 lads on the water tonight. We haven't had a chance to speak to him, so he's got no background and don't know whether anything's been caught yet. But yeah, that's about it really. He's looking really carpy. Normal tactics as what we've been using over the previous sessions. Mark is just putting his final rod out now to my left. He's on the fizz, and he's got no reason to change after last week's brilliant session. He's still got a smile on his face, and rightly so. And myself, Matt, I'm on the CM1 left and right hand rod with the snowman presentation, and the choddy just fished into open water on the cherry bee popple, cork ball popple. But for a change, I put bait over it. Not a lot, just scattered a few CM1 free offerings. Previous sessions I've been using it as a single, and last week the capture that I caught it on, I put a little bit of bait over it, so I'm going to go with that again. So that's pretty much it. You might hear the kettle in the background. So we're just about indulging the first brew of the session. So yeah, let's see what tonight brings. Hopefully some more carp and some more old warriors and commons, and maybe 1 or 2 mirrors in front of the camera. I think it's about time we caught a mirror mark. Anyway folks, catch you in a bit. Just gone 6:05. Mentioned in the opening blog post about Mark and the fizz, and a bit of a twist tonight. One of my other mates did a bit of bait for him the other week, the fizz again, and he just said, "Do you do anything in purple, mate?" Obviously been swatting up on the Nash bait and the monster squid, so I thought, yeah, why not? So I've rolled about 5 kilo of the fizz. Everything's exactly the same as what Mark's been using, in purple. There you go. My mate's got one of them on tonight, so we're going to be running our own little bit of a test. Does purple make a difference, or is it just a fad? Obviously the lads at Nash have been catching on it, and Gary Bays knows his stuff, so there we go. Everything is exactly the same, from base mix to the last drop of flavour, just a different colour, purple. So he'll be running that through its paces over the up and coming weeks. See if he banks any. 6:50, and I just had a chat with one of the lads who's been on for the day. And funny enough, he was fishing the swim that I was fishing last week, and he's had 6, so that's encouraging. And his brother's moved, and we've just seen him net one as well, so they're feeding. But as yet, we're blanking. But encouraging signs, we have seen fish activity in front of us. 1 hoiked out in front of Mark, and there's been 1 or 2 cruisers in front of me. There's a spot to my right hand side, which I mentioned in a few blogs ago. There's a lot of bread goes in there from people who obviously come down to feed ducks, and I've heard in the grapevine it does produce 1 or 2 fish, and I started fishing it the last time I was in this swim, so I've trickled a bit of bait in down there, and I'm going to continue to do that for about 30, 40, maybe an hour, and I'm just going to give another option, so I might be tempted to stick a rod on it a bit later. But as I'm talking to you, I'm looking over the water, and the wind's literally hacking that way. It's just beautiful, really nice for that marginal spot. And you might hear the kettle again, because we're having another brew. And then I think we're going to indulge in our tea. And bog standard tea it is tonight as well. Nice can of beans. Yeah. Once again, another hectic weekend, and haven't had a chance to sort any food out. So 10 to 7. catch you in a bit, folks. Okay then, folks, the latest update, 7:15. Mark's got twitchy feet again, or should I say itchy feet, and he's off, he's moved. He was looking over to the area where he was fishing last week, and when the winds dropped, there has been signs of fish. I spotted about 5 or 6, and so did Mark, just under the surface when it was flat calm. So, you know, limited time, short session, you can't neglect it, so don't blame me, mate, he's off, and hope you bag one. But I decided to stay put. I mentioned the margin spot, and I've seen some activity. I've been down to have a look, and I saw 3 or 4 fish, and the bottom was just clouding up. So what I've decided to do is, I've just re-spotted the left-hand rods on the same spot. Just put a fresh bag on and a few more freebies over the top. But the middle rod, which was the chod rig, I've swapped with the right-hand rod, and I've put that down the margin on that spot. As I say, they're ripping it up. Big plumes of silt and general crap, and it's all plummeting to the surface. So a nice white one, hopefully will just grab one of them's attention, and fingers crossed we'll nail one and have something to show you. So bang on 7:15 now. Sit back and see what unfolds over the next hour or so. So catch you in a bit, folks. Sock on 10 to 9 now. Let's get me bearings. Can't believe what's just happened. Weighing it on my own, it was a bit difficult, I'll be honest with you, but I've weighed it 3 times, minus a sling. I've set up for 28.5. Phone Mark to tell him the good news. And hopefully, well, we're definitely going to get a picture. It's in the retainer sling. So when he comes round at the end of the session, we're going to re-weigh it and get the exact weight, but it was hovering over the £30 mark, and minus the sling, which weighs £2. £28.5, absolutely delighted. That's 2 big 20s now in, what, 3 sessions? So the new baits, well, I mentioned in previous blogs I was debating whether to change it, but I mean at the moment it's just, everything's going right and it's working superb. So I mean if it ain't broke, why fix it? So just absolutely delighted, chuffed a bit. So on that note, I'm going to stick the kettle on for a celebratory cup of coffee. Magic.